do that. Okay, so for our skyline, I'm going to show you the outline, okay? So this is going to be on your picture at the bottom, okay? Particularly like if you're colouring yours in, okay? So we're going to do a London one, all right? So we're going to do Big Ben, okay? So if you start a little triangle type shape like that, okay? And then turn it into a bit of a box, there we go, if that makes sense. And then a narrow line. It's like a bit of a rocket really. Okay, so we've got a Big Ben in it. So this is all going to be black, okay, so don't worry too much. And we're going to draw some other random buildings, okay, around the sides of it. Like so, okay. So it doesn't matter how you do it, what kind of shape you make them. Just whatever you can put together, okay. Then we're going to have the bridge, okay? So what I'd suggest is if you do M type shape, so like that, okay? And then just make it 3D by doing a smaller M under it, like so, okay? Then we're going to do the same thing just here. So big M, then a smaller M on the inside. And then we're going to join these two buildings. So we're just going to do a black line across them, okay? And then we're going to do the bridge as it's lifting. So do like a triangular type pyramid shape and one just inside it. Like I said, it doesn't matter about all these little lines because you're going to do them black anyway, okay? Then just carry it across and then just do some random square blocks for buildings. Doesn't have to be nothing too spectacular. All right, whatever you'd prefer, okay? Like so. So that's going to give you a bit of a skyline, okay? So just lots of lines. You don't have to copy mine, you can do your own version. Show your own version is going to be wonderful. So just whatever you want to do, okay? So as you can see, Jay's already started colouring in his skyline, okay? He's busy working away there. Okay, and we'll show you what it looks like once he's finished colouring in. So basically, you're going to colour into your roofs of your building right down to the bottom. Move on a minute, Jay. You're going to colour in the building bits, okay? Right up to the roofs of the building, down to the bottom of the paper. Leave this little bit free, okay, because we're going to bring the yellow down to that, all right? Okay, so now Jay's got his skyline in, the black parts. He's just going to fill in the little gaps between the black buildings and his yellow bit, okay? Okay, so I've pencil drawn in a skyline, okay? So now if you've got some black paint, you probably need quite a small brush for this, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to fill in along the edges of the actual buildings, right down to the bottom of your paper. Like so. You might need a nice steady hand for this. I'm not the best person for this kind of job. Okay. So like I said, your buildings can be any shape. Doesn't matter. I'd like to see some different ones. Makes it more interesting and fun. Pardon?
Tell them about printing it and you're going to put it in the box.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so we're going to this along here, like so, and keep going to get right to the other end. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a plane that you can pop in the sky of your picture if you want, okay? So I think the easiest way to do it is to do a shape sort of like this, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to draw, it's a bit like a diamond shape really, for the wings. Okay, so you're going to go in like that and out that way. Okay, and the same the other way. So it's a bit like a curvy diamond. All right. Then for the tail bit, okay, it's a bit like a triangle. So draw this kind of shape, bring it up like that, like a triangle, and the same at the other end. Then you can then put some little, they're going to be like the fans, the propellers that go around, okay? So some little bumps on the front, okay? And then you can then do the propellers in like a little cross shape, like so, okay? And you'd probably do the same here on the front here, okay? So you'd end up with a shape like this. So that's probably the simplest way to draw it. So I'm now going to have a go at sketching that onto my canvas. Okay, so once you've sort of sketched your plane on, you can then paint it in black, okay? Like so. So keep going until you've filled in your plane. You might want to put more than one plane onto your picture. That's fine also. Do as many as you want. You can do them as big or small as you like. Doesn't make any difference, okay? So we've just drawn a plane onto Jay's picture, and he's now colouring that in black, okay? Making a really good job, Jay. You pleased with it so far?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so painted the plane onto the canvas, okay? Put the little propellers on. I use a felt tip for that because they're quite small and I haven't got a steady hand to use a paintbrush for that. So next thing we want to do is to peel off, if you've used like masking tape, is to peel off the masking tape, which Jay can't wait to do. So let's peel it back and hopefully this should work. Keep going. Well done. So that's the first one.
Ching it worked.
And now he's going to do the other side. A minute. The kids never let you do the fun bits, they always have to do it themselves. Get it. There we go. Peel it back to get our beam. Like so. Okay, and then we'll show you what they both look like at the end. Okay, so now time for the big reveal.
Dun dun dun.
Ta-da! So there are two pictures. So we've got one done with felt tips and one done with paint. You can do either. You, like I said to you, there's lots of different ways you can do this. You can do different buildings. You can put more planes in, different shaped planes. If you Google Second World War planes and Google black silhouettes, that will come up with lots of different plane shapes you can use. So be as inventive as you like. And if you do have a go at it, please share your pictures in the comments because we'd love to see what you've been doing or any other artwork that you have a go at.